Thanks for joining. This is Movado, and I'm back here with a video in Valheim. Today I'm going to show you the ultimate way to level your blood magic. Faster than any other way I've found. Blood magic is what you use, obviously, when you get to the Mistlands and Ashlands. This ability right here, I've got it leveled up to 69 just because it takes a few hours to do this. This is for all your summoned creatures, so your dead razors, your troll staffs, even your shield, your staff of protection. That all matters with your blood magic. So, to level your blood magic, there's one very fast way to do it. First of all, it involves making the blob bomb, which is in the most recent update. That's a new item. So you go, you need to buy the corked vial. In order to buy the corked vial, you need to be in the swamp, and you buy it from this swamp trader right here. They're very cheap to buy, but you go to that trader, you buy a bunch of these corked vials. Go to the workbench and you'll find that you can build a blob bomb, poison, lava, frost, and elite poison, which I'm not sure the difference, but we just need the poison ones. I got a couple of those made already. I'm actually going to build a couple more in case I need them. But that's step one in order to level your blood magic. Step two, let's go outside. And this is my swamp base. We're going to run back to this little cage I built back here. I built this cage because wraiths come by and visit quite often, and I didn't want them killing anything. So, the way this cage is set up, let me get out my hammer and I'll get a block in here, is this area where I'm standing is where the skeletons are going to be. I'm going to summon a couple skeletons that are going to stand right here. I am then also going to summon this little twig, this little training dummy that is also new. In one of the most recent updates. This guy requires ectoplasm, which you get from the Black Forest Burial Chamber guys. Anyway, what I'm going to eventually do is I'm going to put this guy right about in this area right here. Right here. So it's kind of open in the front. The skeletons will be up here as well. In the back area, you can see there's a little cutout right here where I'm standing in right now. This is where the blob is going to get thrown into. So I'm going to come back here. I'm going to throw the blob here. Up here, I'm going to throw the training dummy. And then I'm going to spawn with my dead razor a couple of the skeletons right where I'm standing right now. And they're going to come up here. And the reason why I have the floor iron bars built the way they are, you can notice they're not at normal height. They're like half height. They're half the normal height, roughly. I did that so that way when the skeletons that I summon with the dead razor swing, they don't hit any of the surrounding blocks. Basically, I created a buffer zone where their swords don't hit anything. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this started so you can see what I'm talking about. So first of all, let's get, think about this. Let me do the blob first. So I'm going to come back here. Oh, hopefully he falls in. There you go. He fell right into that hole. That's perfect. So now he's kind of back there, right where I need him to be. Second thing I'm going to do is I am going to spawn, open this iron gate so I can get out of here. Actually do that. And I am going to spawn two dead razors. Make sure they have a sword and not a bow and arrow. See, this guy's got a bow and arrow. This guy, does he have a bow and arrow? Yes, he does. So I'm going to kill him with the butcher knife. Sorry, I had to come up with the right words there. This guy also has a bow. So I am going to... Okay, that guy's good. Okay, this is step one. So we're not quite there yet. They're not attacking. That's normal. Okay. Alright. And then I want to get this guy's... There we go. There we go. The blob took some damage. But now you can see what's happening is I probably need to get in there. I need to watch my health so I don't die. I've done that a few times. So now I need to do is I get in here and I push this guy over here. Okay, the other thing you can do that I've done is I put in iron bars to lock them in. And then the other thing you can do as well is it's going to be finicky. Eventually Arnie there will get up there and he'll do it. The other thing I noticed is that the reason I have this other thing, this little room over here, is because if you get far enough away from the twig, you know how you see how he's just on alert, and he's not actually attacking back right now. So every single shot that Lars is taking is acquiring blood magic experience for me. So you see it's right here. I don't know how to describe that in terms of length. It's kind of right. Oh, well, that's what happens sometimes, is they sometimes kill the guy. Okay, so I'm going to throw this in here one more time. And that guy still isn't quite... There he goes. Perfect. And we got it going. Now the thing is, the reason why I use 2 skeletons is not 3. Oh, the blob already took damage. That's interesting. The reason I'm using 2 instead of 3 is because 3 will actually kill the twig. Now, the reason why I use the blob, a couple things I didn't say earlier. The reason I'm using this blob is because the skeletons that I summon are immune to the poison damage. So all the damage that blob is putting out, he'll keep aggroing them, and they'll keep whacking the twig. They won't actually take any damage, so they'll never die. I'll come in here and I'll sit inside this little hut that I built, and then you can just AFK here for a while. Again, the reason I built this all in iron because I'm in the swamp and wraiths come by. But right here, the twig isn't attacking anything. Both of my skeletons are whacking the twig. And blood magic, remember how I was down here earlier? I'm on level 69, has already gone up, I don't know, 15% or whatever that distance was. I got to level 68 or something like that in a couple hours. To get to level 100 would take you a significant amount of time, but you could literally just sit here for hours on end, AFK if you wanted to, and get your blood magic up to 100. Alright, well that's going to do it for today's episode. This is the ultimate blood magic leveling technique. Thanks for tuning in. Hope to see you next time. Let me know if you have any questions. Take care all. Thanks everyone. Bye.